Good morning everybody, and this is your DAX day trade setups for today. So starting off on the weekly, as we normally do in the beginning of the week, and you can see we are still sideways, but the buyers are scaling in. They've been scaling in pretty much for the latter half of this year. This is a massive consolidation at the moment, and the longer this goes on, the more difficult it is to get above it or to break below it. So the lines have been drawn. Battle lines are in place. So looking at the daily, you can see the beginning of the week was a bit of a sell-off, and then we closed up in this mess again. Oscillators are nowhere apart from the fact that we have a bit of a crossover, but apart from that, there's nothing really there giving us any indication. On the 3 hour, it's a different story. We're indicating that we are a little bit tired, and you can draw any level you want to here, but that's pretty much been well respected over the last couple of weeks, and the level there is 15,695. So pullback onto structure would be ideal. I think that's kind of what I'm looking for, and that structure for me would be 15,591 or 15,550. Nice decent pullback into that area would offer some opportunities for longs. However, the hour is a complete different story. We have a fairly solid trend line here. And it doesn't matter which way you draw it, there are multiple trend lines on offer. So this one here could be indicating a break of it. But I think for me anyway, just keep the bottom one in place. And why I say there's multiple is you can actually draw one like that as well. So that's kind of the structure that we see. Okay, so let's forget about diagonals at the moment. I think the only diagonal you want to be paying attention to is this one here. So that lines up nicely with your moving averages. Oscillators pointing down, so it wouldn't surprise me to see a little bit of a pullback. And the question is to where? So let's just pick up the levels. First level at the moment is 15,644. So if we do find support here, then we're going to form a little bit of a range, which is very typical for a Monday, and then a break above here is obviously going to give us acceleration to the upside, and the upside will be capped at 1580, 15,800, or I think I'd leave it at 15,800. Look at that chaos there. The other alternative is a deeper pullback onto structure, and that would be 15,591. I don't think we'd drop below that kind of level. I think somewhere in this area there's nothing else really that's going to hold up price there. So if we come to the 15 minute, you'll see there's a little micro level in here, and there's a bit of a gap. There's definitely a gap here. You can see this was the open on Friday. Sorry, for the first pre-open, so that was the first hour and a half, sorry. And then we had this gap for some reason. So that gap is open, and that gap is all the way down here at 15,591. Okay, so put that all into context. We've had 2.5 days of upward trend on the 15 minutes. Oscillators group nicely to the downside. This is the first area to be paying attention to. 15,644. Futures are down at the moment. So next level would be 15,617 or 15,600. Then we have a gap here at 15,591. So anywhere around there, you need to start looking for 15-minute price action, which is going to indicate a opportunity to move to the upside. So that price action would typically be pin bars like this, inside bars like that, or alternatively engulfing bars, a green engulfing bar. So that's kind of the structure. You can see wherever you see that kind of structure, or that kind of price action, or structure, you've got a high probability trade on offer. Okay, so anyway, that's kind of my view at the moment. I suspect we are heading back to 15,800, and get above 15,800, then it will be 15,885. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow. Cheers for now.